Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. So, to start with, what do we mean by relationship? Now, relationship means how two persons or more people get connected. Going forward, in this discussion, we will predominantly focus on the couple relationship. So, if we move on, let's see what are the main key areas or key ingredients of couple relationship. The first thing which I would like to mention here is, in couple relationship, both of them need to be real. Accept your partner as he or she is. Remember always that every two persons are different from each other. We must accept that. I cannot get a carbon copy of myself. This means my partner will be different from me, right? So his or her behavior, liking and disliking will be different from me. I need to accept him or her the way he or she is. If I try to change our partner the way we want, it often creates conflict. The worst happens when both of them tries to change each other. So if you wish to, rather trying to change other person, why don't you change yourself? Now what will happen is we will feel the pain, the problem, the challenges of changing ourselves. So it is imperative that if we face difficulty to change ourselves, it will be equally or more difficult for our partner to change himself or herself, right? Next point, again very important. Gratitude is the best attitude. It's a saying. We always should appreciate someone for any good thing. Appreciation is a key to sustain the relationship. Say thank you. There is no better way to maintain a smooth relationship than to show gratitude to each other, to your partner. And both the partners must have respect for each other. Again, respect is one of the critical ingredient for successful relationship. If both of us, we don't have respect to each other, respect for each other, in that case, it's very difficult to have a long-term relationship, right? Next one. Another major factor, communication. Now, ideally, a couple should be the best friend of each other. This means that we should share each other's feeling. If I don't like something about my partner, I must tell the same thing to him or her. If we expect that my partner will understand it automatically, trust me, that doesn't happen. My partner is also a human. He or she is not a god or doesn't have a superpower that automatically he or she will understand what I like, what I don't like. So, if I don't express my feeling, how will he or she understand that I felt terrible because of some behavior or words? Not possible. So, communicate with your partner the way he or she wants. Similarly, don't try to impose your style of communication to him or her, and tell your partner how you as an individual want to be communicated. Because the same thing, he or she is no god, so it is not possible for him or her to understand all of a sudden that how you wanted to be communicated. Alright. Next point. We need to remember that we all are human. We are prone to make mistake. Nobody is 100% perfect. Not possible. There is nothing wrong if we make a mistake. My mistake hurts my partner or have an impact on him or her, then why don't we say sorry to him or her? Saying sorry is the best thing to do. But remember one thing. When you are saying sorry, say it from your heart. mean it, right? Next thing which happens many of times, post any argument, disagreement, might be after a fight, both the persons, both husband wife or to be husband wife, they say something which might hurt, each of them might have said something which had hurt the other person. Now many of times what we feel that he hurt me or she hurt me, I also hurt him or her, but since the other person also had hurt me, why should I go forward first and say sorry? What comes here? Ego. Ego creates a barrier, a wall between the partners. Don't get the wall to be erected. Be the first person to say sorry. I am sorry, I hurt you. My words have hurt you. Right? Or my reaction, behavior, whatsoever it might be, had hurt you. So don't wait for the other person to say sorry. Because if we do that, in that case the distance start building up. And trust me, in some time when this kind of incident happens twice, thrice, 4 times, and we, both the parties or at least one party always, hold the ego, in that case the distance becomes so much, it becomes very, very difficult to bridge the distance or bring both the persons mentally together. So don't allow your relationship to go into that extent. Next point, again very important. Don't hide things from your partner. Trust me, your partner will come to know about it today, tomorrow, any day. And truth cannot be hidden. So it will be worst if your partner hears or come to know about any incident from someone else or at later point of time. Obviously the question will come to his or her mind, why it was not told to me, right? Let's take an example. Suppose you had been in a relationship earlier, before this relationship of course, and assumingly that relationship had not gone up to the marriage, or even it had gone but the marriage broke, whatsoever it might be, and you hide that information from your present partner. Now imagine after some time he or she, your partner, came to know about it. How will he or she feel? Terrible, right? Very, very, very bad. Now there is always an argument that, well, I love him or her so much, I love my partner so much, and I always have a fear that if I tell him or her about my previous relationship, he or she will be very hurt, feel very bad, and it might go up to the extent of breaking this relationship as well. He or she might walk away. Now, in this case, I would like to share or tell 3 points. 1. If your partner loves you, then eventually he or she will have more respect for you if you share the truth at the beginning. Your partner who loves you will never leave you. Yes, he or she might be hurt, feel bad for some time, but definitely he or she will understand the truthfulness of yours. Second, point number 2. What will happen if your partner comes to know about the previous relationship from someone else after some time? It can be after some days, months, or even years. That will be even more hurting for your partner. What is worst is, in this way, if we hide our previous relationship information or this kind of vital information from our partner, we are opening an avenue to be blackmailed, because somebody else can always take the advantage that your partner doesn't know about it. And remember one more point. Don't hold your emotion or bad feeling about your partner for long. We need to remove those emotions or feeling from our mind pretty quickly. Many of us keep these things in our mind for long enough time, and what is worst is, next incident when it happens, we always try to relate with the previous event or incident. generalize our partner or start generalizing our partner based on this. Like, you don't have any respect of my work. Last time, which might have happened years ago, right? You had commented about my work, commented about my parents, whatever, anything. Now, so and so on. What will happen because of this? Again, distance will be built up. Both the parties will be hurt. Let's accept that we all are human beings. Sometimes we hurt someone else. Sometimes we get hurt. Now, our partner, who is the closest person, closest human being in the earth for me, for us. If we hold those feelings, hold those words, emotions for very long, it doesn't lead us anywhere. Alright. Do you know anyone who you think may have an issue with his or her partner? I am available to help him, her, or both of them. Please request the partner to get in touch with me by writing an email. The email ID is given in the description of the video. Thank you. Thanks once again for watching. Have a good day. Thank you.